What award has Egan not won? I have pages of notes for Egan because he's an icon, y'all.
Please,
if you didn't know.
Go free, go crazy.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the House of Royale. This is another Halloween special because it is spooky season. It is officially October. We are here. It is happening. And I have a super amazing, big-time celebrity up in the house. We will introduce him in a second. But first of all of you high rollers that just went to Vegas and won $2 million this weekend, I want you guys to go to patreon.com/House of Royale, drop 10 G's, and I'm going to give Egan 5. He's shooting movies and he needs that money to make these movies, y'all.
That's true, that's true.
Right. Investors, hit us up. Let us know where you're at. Thank you to all the patrons that are already on there. Make sure you guys share, like, subscribe, give the podcast 5 stars, give us a review, all of that amazing stuff. We're going to talk about Egan and how all of you guys need to get your ass in class in a second. Here's the intro. I love you. Goodbye. For those of you who don't know, you're about to get educated on one of the biggest icons of the world of jiu-jitsu. He comes from a long line of royalty. The Machado family is well known across the world, not just in the USA, but internationally known. He was just inducted into the Hall of Fame for Celebrity Instructor of the Year by none other than George Chung, who we're going to talk about in a minute. Black Belt Magazine. He trains everyone. I'm pretty sure he was Tom Cruise's double. No, I'm kidding. That's a lie. But he may as well have been. Please, everyone, give it up for the legendary Rigan Machado. How are you feeling today, Egan?
What's good? I just finished training Ashton Kutcher.
Oh.
It comes straight here to your show. Yeah.
Okay, so
I run on the drive. Oh, man. I don't want to get late.
you are known for training the stars. What are you working with Ashton on right now?
Ashton Kutcher, he is me and another guy. We training him because he's doing a TV show. I don't know more details about the show, but he have to get bigger.
Oh.
He need to get like between 10, maybe 15 pounds in the next 3 months. But we want to make him look fit, not just big, but to look cut. He's already very cut. He just need to do some weight training, some little things like that. He'll be fine.
Okay, wait, question. Arnold Schwarzenegger has said that you can eat vegan, plant-based, and get gains. Is that true or is it a myth?
When it comes to nutrition, I just started a new diet, which is complete not vegan. It's a carnivore diet, which is bad. But my brother was the one who motivated me to do that.
Okay.
And basically, like, I go to a few places. I have a restaurant I think it's in Beverly Hills. It's called the HEH Brazilian Steakhouse. The reason I go over there, because the quality of the meat, grass-fed, the meat is so good quality. I prefer to go in one place.
Yeah.
And I try get all my food over there, the meat, because I only eat cows and lamb. I'm not eating chicken. It's sometimes fish.
Okay, what about raw eggs? What about steroids? Let's get into it.
Example, the new generation of athletes, I believe all over the world, is like almost like you have a horse race. You see the horse race is a super nutrition. They have all kind of substance to make them a super horse. I think the generation of athletes, a lot of this new generation of athletes, they want to be that level. Want to be the physical level, the cardio level, the strength level as a horse race. It's very difficult to do that in a vegan diet or something like that. You have to be. It's hard because the athletes today, they're so strong, so fast, so explosive. They need a super treatment, super diet, steroids, whatever they can get to get to that level.
Right.
I think it's very difficult athletes today to get that level without have some steroids or something.
Hot take, y'all. If you want to be the best, you got to use the S word. But aren't there different types now, like healthier types, like HGH, etc.?
Depend. For example, in my generation, when they used to compete, is no steroids. It's no very rare to find athletes who come with steroids in this kind of competition we do. But after a while, Prince, when they start stopping competing, I start see young guys look like the Incredible Hulk, muscles and size and power. And I start thinking like, wait a minute, these guys, it's not natural. No way in hell. These guys, because I used to see athletes every day and they look normal.
Yeah.
This new generation look like Incredible Hulks. They look like bodybuilders. It's very difficult to get like that without have some steroids.
Well, and it's dangerous. Men, like, chill on the human growth hormone because it can give you like boobs, right? Like isn't it like estrogen or I don't know what it is, but
have some people have some different chemicals you put in your body sometimes give you a different side effects.
Yeah.
Like the growth hormone you see sometimes over here and on the jaw.
The jaw.
Get enlarged.
Yeah.
The bones, you know what I mean?
Have you ever trained Zac Efron?
We become friends. I get to know him. I have a very good friend named Charlie Hunter who did Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
It's one of my boys. Like, I remember he invited me to go to watch UFC in his house. Zac Efron came. And we start talking. He and his brother, who is the nicest guy I met, other sweet guy. And little by little, we're talking about training. Start doing some jiu-jitsu at the academy in Beverly Hills. But he's so busy.
Yeah.
He's doing one show, one movie after another. He never. We kind of talk on the phone a couple of times, but he never follow up to come and find time to train.
Well, okay. For all my girlies out there, because, you know, the girls are obsessed with the celebrity boys. And every time Egan pulls up, I see him with, like, Charlie Hunnam, or, like, I don't know. Okay, wait. Question. Celebrities that Egan has trained. The audience wants to know, Egan. Okay, so we know Ashton Kutcher, Charlie Hunnam, Chuck Norris, Vin Diesel. I saw a photo of you with Scarlett Johansson. Did you train her?
No, Scarlett Johansson, I have one of my black belts. A guy named Richard Norton. And Richard Norton brought her to the studio to train in my academy. And she was getting ready to training for a movie based in video games called Ghost Shell.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the film?
Ghost in the Shell.
And her trainer was my student.
Nice.
I met her a few times, and she came to the school. I remember she have a little baby for her, and have the babysitter there. And she was very sweet, very nice. Cool. And she's a great athlete. I was very impressed how hard she trained. And I have a very good impression how nice she is. But particular, I didn't training her, was my black belt, named Richard.
What about Frank Grillo or John Bernthal?
Frank Grillo, I get to know. We kind of knew each other, but we never, because he trained jiu-jitsu with my cousin Rickson for a long time. He come, I believe, a brown belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Oh.
And later, I have a friend of mine named Joe Cunningham, who's a director who was doing a movie with Frank Grillo, Mel Gibson, Naomi Watts, Boss Level. And I remember my manager called me. He said, Rigan, they want to give you a character to play a cop. And I said, well, I loved you. You know, it's nice to be in a movie with Mel Gibson, Naomi Watts, and Frank Grillo. And we got there, but Frank Grillo was so busy, I just got to say hi quick. But later, 2 years later, I got invited to do a film in Cyprus. In the movie was Nicolas Cage, Frank Grillo, Tony Jaa who do all these special films. Yeah, I got invited to be one of the 6 warriors who they do a fight against aliens. And over there, we stay like 3 weeks or almost 4 weeks in Cyprus, like best buddies. He wake up, it's almost like a bromance, they say. It's like he wake up, hey, where are you? I said, man, I'm supposed to sleep for another 2 hours, but where are you? And we go, we hang out, we have a coffee every morning, having fun. And we build this amazing strength, amazing relationship. He's one of my buddies today.
Wow.
We see each other almost every time he's in town, not doing a movie, always have dinner, lunch, and watch UFC together. He's a brother. He's a good friend. Yeah.
Amazing. You know what? Speaking of UFC, just want to do a shout out to my girl, Paige Van Zant, who was a UFC fighter for a minute. She went to my mom's dance school. And I just love to shout out the women who are fighters. And I'm sure you've trained plenty of female actors too. Yes?
Yes. But the training is completely different. The training to be a fighter of UFC is a hardcore training. You know what I mean? To train somebody for a movie is different. We train to them to look like the fighters. But it's almost like a dance. The choreography, the action, reaction, the acting. It's a mix of things. It's amazing because some of the girls who come to training, they train even more focused than a lot of the guys because they almost like something they want to prove. They want to prove they can do it. I have this girl named Nick Williams, a friend. She coming. I train her for a few weeks. She never miss a class. She comes. She do the whole training, and a lot of respect for women. The new generation of women today, they do anything any man can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, okay, speaking of what men can do, Egan has a couple of awards and achievements that are just insane.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's on Wikipedia or on your website or something, but you have 365 wins and 0 losses? Or what is that for?
No, I explain. In Brazil, sometimes you accomplish some records, which I think somebody already broke the record, I believe. Some young kid, the new generation. They already 10 years old, have 300 fights already.
Oh, my
the
God.
fanatic father fight every weekend. It's amazing. But when I used to live in Brazil, I have a very good support of coaches.
Yeah.
And they put me to train. I have 3 sections a day. I train between 4 to 6 hours a day. And I compete most of the weekends in small competition, bigger competitions. And I got very sharp in competition because I put the times in training and times of competing. And I think that's what's going to get the athlete to the next level. I was lucky enough to come 8-time champions, which at the time was the world championship we have. We didn't have championships outside Brazil. At the time, the biggest events, the world championship for us was in Brazil at the time. In basic, I won 8 years on the road, like no loss. I accomplished like 8 or 9 years, around 365 fights in my weight, open class, junior division, with no loss, which is very difficult to do
Yeah, no shit. Did you sign a deal with the devil? Like what? How did you do this?
I think is a group of things, a group of your team behind.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to have the best coaches in the country support me, which was HAUS Grace, Carlos Grace Jr. I have my cousin who is support me, Rigan Grace, my brothers Carlos Machado, Jean-Jacques Machado, Roger and John Machado. I have like some of the best guys in my school to training. And I think the camp I was training was one of the top in the country. The coach I have some of the best in the country. And I just did the homework. I did the training. I love it. I was addicted to, I didn't care much about medals. I didn't care about who I fight. I care about the sensation you have to look across the mat and see another warrior who really want to beat you. And you want to beat him, you go to a war zone, and when you fight, you get the victory. It's a big feeling. It was a big pleasure you have. I was addicted to that. I always ask my coach, who I can fight to get this feeling? And my coach, oh, he's hungry. Let's put him to go to a war. Let's put him in the open class to fight the big boys. And I was starving for that. I was addicted. I put the time, I have good coach, I have good camp. It's a group of these elements who get you to be good. You know what I mean? It's not just, oh, I train, but you don't have a good camp. It's hard because you need to be pushed.
Okay, question. So there's a total of 5 Machado brothers.
Yes.
Can we talk about sibling rivalry? Are you guys a perfect family, or is there fighting?
It's kind of, we grow up, we in a war zone. We have mats in the house. We try to kill each other every second. We talk a little bit, go on the mat and spar.
Yeah.
But everybody have a different ability. I was lucky because each brother have a different weight class. We never on this cross with each other.
Okay.
But my brother is the type of guy, we cross each other, they want to fight. They not back down and say, yeah, let's go to fight. It's like kind of cool for my brother. You go to my brother, ask, who is the best in the group? Oh, it's Rigan. And they come to me, who is the best? Oh, it's my brother. You know what I mean? We don't have that kind of ego. The war zone we want to go is outside the house. The house is a support to push you. We don't go easy with each other. We train hard with each other, but to help each other, to push each other.
Now, did that have anything to do with mom and dad?
Nothing to do. My mother is a little woman like that. And my father is a little guy. I couldn't lift both of my arms.
No way.
Yeah, my father was a judge and my mother was a housewife. That the reason I became an athlete because of my cousins, the Graces. My mother's sister married the founder, a guy named Carlos Grace, Lair Grace. And she was like, my mother have only one sister, and they support each other so much. It's almost like when there was a kid, the relationship was so close. I drink milk in my mother, and I drink milk in my aunt. And based the relationship I have with my aunt, it's like my second mama.
Yeah.
Because she treats me like her son. It's vice versa. And based when I went to live with Carlos Grace and my aunt, he put me around his kids who all do jiu-jitsu. And that's how little by little they like me. They say, hey, this kid have ability. Let's keep him to fighting with us because he have a potential to be a champion.
Amazing.
And that's how little by little happened. 5 boys, 5 fighters.
Yeah.
And that's how we end up involved in jiu-jitsu through my cousins.
So powerful. It's so powerful. It's amazing. And America needs to see families that work together, that love each other, that really lift each other up, because there is something so powerful and magical about having a team, especially when it's your own family. I always look at Taylor Swift and her relationship with her parents, and it makes such a huge difference when you have that support. Totally. And I'm sure you have that relationship with a lot of your students. Are there any students that stand out to you that you really have seen a difference, or like you're proud of them and they've really like walked through the fire and like done the work and you've seen them become a champion?
I I believe I did over 955 seminars, over 100 countries now, for the last 30-something years. I have opportunity to train 10,000 people through this process. And I train build like 6 world champions in this sport, some UFC, everything. But I think the formula is simple. You look, the first thing I look how hungry this guy, how focused he is. It's the basic tools I look, or he want to put the time to become a good soldier. The general who guide him, he build him up to get to the highest level. I think he have to have this desire to be a champion today. Another way is very hard. It's like you said, it's like a lot of elements.
Yeah.
And you have to have a good camp, you have to have good coach, you have to have a hunger, because you have to train hard every day.
Yeah.
You have to be consistent. All these elements is very important. It's not many people come my school with this kind of hunger. And the problem I have today is the time to give to these guys. They're getting so busy.
Yeah.
And in Hollywood, and training celebrities, I don't have the same time I used to have when they're just training competitors. Today I train celebrities, Hollywood, seminars. I don't have the same time I used to have to train athletes.
Right. But you are known for making champions and superstars, and now Egan is known for making movies. Let's roll into that hot topic, because every time I see you, I'm like, how are you doing? You're like, I'm on my way to set. So what are you working on right now?
I just direct my first film. It's a movie for teenagers, kids. It's almost like a karate kid you look like. But I just finished. We're going to the post-production. It's going to come out in December. We're going to have the movie out in December. And we already have offers, and some people want to buy the film. We're going to the American Film Festival in Vegas to talk to few buyers. But I want to see how the final product, when you finish the product. But for me, the next movie I'm going to work is going to be a comedy. I'm going to shoot in Dallas. Yeah, going to be like a zombie comedy action. You know what I mean? I have few actors I've been talked to who want to be a part. But we already raised 80% of the money. Pretty soon, I hope to shoot the beginning of March next year.
Incredible.
Yeah. Maybe you work on the movie, Fez.
Yeah. Okay. You heard it here,
you
folks.
Have a character.
I need an Egan
I'm
Machado
write
credit.
A character for you. I think it's going to be perfect.
Okay. Yeah. My IMDb needs an Egan Machado credit, honey. Like, I'm ready to put a movie credit on there. I want to talk about the black belt situation.
Oh, the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like, how does it work? Because we have, like, karate, we have jiu-jitsu, we have Muay Thai. Like, how does it all work?
Let me explain. The Black Belt magazine, for people don't know, is the #1 most prestige magazine in the world.
Wow.
In the world. The history of martial arts. To be on the cover of Black Belt magazine is the most prestige martial arts magazine on the history. With Bruce Lee, Chuck Norris, for the last 60 years, this magazine was considered the #1 in the world. And basically, with the change of the online magazines come like a dead business for many. Prints like martial arts magazines, like books, everybody buy things online and come like old news. This new generation of black belt is bring to the next level. They create shows, they bring the magazine back, almost like a prestige level to have the people on the cover of the magazine, online magazine, all kind of little things. A war ceremony, which bring the martial art people more closer together. And I remember I got on the Black Belt magazine in Europe, Germany, over there. And people on the Black Belt magazine, like, because the Machado helped, put a lot of contribution to the growth of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, not only America, in the world, with my cousins, the Gracies. They been talk, man, you guys did so much for the sport. it's time to honor you in the Hall of Fame of the Black Belt magazines. But had probably like 20 or 10 different awards, different categories. And we got like a Hall of Fame as an instructor, as a pioneer, as a group of people who did a contribution for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu around the world.
Yeah.
In that award, they did a phenomenal event in Hollywood. It was fantastic. Everybody dressed in black tie, everybody, like almost like, they try to do like, same like the Oscar, the Grammy, they try in the world of martial arts relate to films and martial arts who do a contribution for the sport. They want to create the Oscar for these people.
Yeah.
And that's what they try to do.
Shout out to George Chung, the new owner of Black Belt Magazine. Do you know how long he's been running the magazine for?
No, I don't.
Okay. So George, of course, he wants to run the show like the Oscars, because when I was a kid, I was literally a series regular on a TV show that George produced called The Adventures of Kangaroo, which is like totally calling myself out with blackmail, but it was a very successful TV show in the Bay Area, and the superstars of the show was Joe Montana's wife and Ronnie Lott's wife.
Wow.
Yeah, and my grandfather was Bill Walsh, the former coach of the 49ers. So it was an NFL,
Wow, I didn't know that.
children's TV show. Yeah, so shout out to George Chung, and he inducted you into the Hall of Fame for Black Belt Magazine. It doesn't mean that you have a black belt, right? Like, or what is that?
No.
You have belts though.
Yeah,
Okay.
but my belt is different. My belt, I reached to a level, because in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I have a series of belts.
Yeah.
Have the first one is a white, blue, purple, brown, and black.
Got it.
But I'm in a different series. I'm on the master series.
Ah.
When you reach a level, you become a master in this sport. And the first one is a quarter belt. After this, have the next belt, who 8 stripes, who is white and red, white and red. And the last one is the red belt. I'm on the master series, the 8th level, which is not many in the world. Probably like have 20 guys with the belt.
Wow.
Yeah, I got one. I'm one of the guys over there.
He got one, y'all. He has one. Is it like on your wall? Like, where is it?
No, when they travel doing seminar, I use the belt.
Okay.
Belt. Because people come to me, this guy's not, he's in a different level. He's the masters.
Yeah.
The master of the masters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like a super high level on the sport.
I want to talk about your school, the Academy of Beverly Hills. I did take a class there one time with, with Muay Thai champion Miriam Nakamoto. Her and I both went to go take class there.
Wow, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there. And it was great. It was scary though. And here's my question. Because I grew up dancing. I grew up competing as a dancer. My mom owned 3 dance studios. And by the time I was 12, I had serious injuries. By the time I was 18, it was like, most athletes have injuries. When you're working with celebrities that have major injuries, how do you mold them and train them and get them to the level they need to be at while protecting them?
I remember when they opened the school in Beverly Hills, I went to a transition because I come from a world I train people to compete. I almost get soldiers to go to war. That was my mentality. But when they opened a place in Beverly Hills, I have a celebrity who came to the academy. And the studio sent some guys from insurance to be sure the athlete don't get hurt.
Yeah.
The celebrity don't get hurt. And when I talk to them, I have to create a style of training to protect them, the insurance to be okay.
Yeah.
And I have to kind of adapt the training. But when they train few celebrities like that, they like it. The studio like. And they say, hey, I have 2 more. And pretty soon I have over 450 celebrities going through my academy.
Damn.
Being trained celebrities from Marvel films, from Fast and Furious, from all different level of films, TV shows.
Yeah.
And based like I learning from the studios to understand what they need for the film.
Yeah.
I train Rob Pattinson for Batman.
Hell yes.
I have to understand what his needs for Keanu Reeves for John Wick. You know what I mean? I trained Chadwick Boseman for Black Panther.
Oh, wow.
Paul Walker for Fast and Furious. All these guys. He basically like...
Wait, rest in peace to Paul and Chadwick.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
love you. Oh, my God.
Yeah. But take example, you have to understand the process is amazing because first is the script. When you get the script, you have to do a lot of study about, okay, he is a martial artist. He knows how to fight. But where he's from, what kind of martial arts you have in this environment, what kind of style you create for this person. And basically, my style is brutal, throw, ground and pound, jiu-jitsu, and things like that. But a lot of times, for me, it's difficult to train some of these guys because the martial arts don't puzzle what I teach. And I have to bring somebody else who puzzle better, like some different style. It's kind of interesting to learn that. For me, I'm always like a sponge. I want to learn. I want to learn it from the other second unit director, the fight choreographer, the stunt coordinator. And little by little, I want to figure out how to do everything myself. And that's why I did fight scenes. I did stunt coordinator. I learned a little bit how to come directors to understand how to film a little bit the fight scenes and the action. And the next challenge is to try produce. I produce few small shows to understand the process to put together. I start thinking like, you know what? I need to step up. I need to direct.
Yeah.
And learning from one move to the next move. Learning by doing mistake, learning by ask questions, learning by doing wrong, and learning how to do right. And that's why I start directing. I want to direct the right way, the next move. I just try get better and better to be sure I can do a bigger film in the future.
Yes, hell yeah. And I'm sure it is like, it's not just jiu-jitsu. You're almost curating a custom style of movement for each person. And like just adopting from different styles. I saw an interview once with Maggie Q. Shout out to Maggie, the star of Nikita. She's a very well-trained martial artist fighter. And she was saying that the whole cast had to get a crash course on fighting and guns and all of that. And she was like, you know, I made everyone get up at 6 in the morning and do a warm-up with me and run around the set. Are you getting the actors up and doing that with them before their scenes? Like, how strict is it on set?
The best directors for me today, I have maybe for action films, is the new generation of actors is change the game a little bit. Because the whole world has changed, like streams, like Netflix, like Paramount Plus, Disney Plus. They changed the game. People to go to the movies today, they want to see big action films, like Marvel films, Walt Disney films, big horror films. And the second unit directors start be the next level of a director because they can deliver all these actions films. And these the people I try to learn it, to come like in a good level like them. Like for me, my favorite director is a guy named Chad, who directs John Wick.
Hell yeah.
He's my favorite. His style, the way he put things together. Dave Leitch, who was a director, was 87, 11, now have 87 North. Where David Leitch direct Deadpool, the sequel. He directed Fast and Furious. He directed one of the Fast and Furious, if Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, one the spin-off. He directed Bullet Train.
Wow.
The Fall Guy right now, who was at the theater a while back. And he's, for me, is a level of guys who do action films all the time. And now I have a friend who is my mentor, J.J. Perry, who directs Night Shifter with Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg, who is a vampire film show they did for Netflix. Is a guy who know do all the action, and the actors get involved to do their own actions. The new generation of guys like these guys, they put the actors to go to a training because for them it's more important to show them doing the action. And the more they do their own action, better for film. Yeah. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to do double all the time and stuff.
Well, and by the way, really quick, I saw Night Shift, and if you guys haven't seen it, you absolutely need to watch it. It is crazy. The fight scenes, the special effects, and it seems like everyone's doing their own stuff. Like Jamie Foxx, and who's the other guy?
James Franco, little brother, I think. Yeah, who played?
Dave Franco? The little brother. Little Franco.
He's so funny, the kid. He's amazing.
Yeah, Dave Franco. It's an incredible movie.
Did you like?
Yeah.
But it's amazing because when there was talk to J.J. Perry, I was with him actually 3 days ago. He did another action film. It's coming out. I think it's out. It's called Killer Game, which is David Bautista. Play a hitman who got sick and people try to kill him. It's like very funny, cool movie. But he directed another film with Dave Bautista. I saw the film. We're talking about the action, what I like, what I don't like, what can improve. J.J. Perry for me is one of my favorite new action director who I try learning from. But I have another guy named Sam. Sam, he directs 2 movies. His style to put action together is fantastic. He directs Extraction, Chris Hemsworth, 1 and 2 in Netflix.
Yep.
These guys go crazy. The way they film some of the scenes on the car chase, they drive next to each other, give the camera, the guy put the camera. After this, give to the other side. The other car drive, come back, give back to the guy film, give to the... I said, this guy's crazy. Same like J.J. Perry, a car chase, he was with the drone inside the car, and he was filming inside the car. It sounded like he threw the drone to the roof, and the drone come and film the cars chasing, come back. I look like, oh man, this guy is so good. That's the guys I want to learn because you come to this level, you can do this kind of level of action film, you can do anything.
Right. So basically, it's a mix of the actors are training, you throw them into camp.
The new generation of big action film, they demand the actors to to train. Like example, Keanu Reeves, when he did John Wick, he trained almost 6 months. He do every time 2 hours a day. He was fantastic. He did almost all his stunts. And
Keanu Reeves, what are you eating? What does he eat?
I remember on the set, he have a nutritionist with him. He come, finish, he sit down, have his organized meals and stuff, he back to do his stuff. I remember he training, practice 2 hours a day, martial arts. After this, he do car driving, shooting, practice. He do like around 4 or 5 hours a day every day to get ready for do the film. Never miss a training.
What about the trendy stuff, like the vitamin B shots and like the IV drips? Like, are the actors doing that on set? Do they have people come in and like give them shots?
I didn't see much of that.
No?
No, I never seen that. On the set, I never seen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So they're just...
But for showing the
y'all
trailer...
Y'all are just doing that for Instagram.
When you're doing the trailer, everything's possible.
Oh, God.
When they lock the door, I don't know. I didn't see it.
Well, it's not, the vitamin B drip isn't steroids. I mean, even the girlies out in Beverly Hills are doing that. But I just am curious, like, what you do see on set. Because there are so many extra things that you can do now to stay fit and healthy. Especially if you're getting sick, it's like they need to get better within 2 days. And there's, like, immunity boosters and stuff like that they can do.
Oh, yeah. I remember some some of the guys. I have one movie I did. A guy named Ricky Young, I think his name, an Asian guy, very good looking guy, but the guy was ripped. But even like when they sit down with him, he weighed the food. He's like so organized.
Wow.
So, you know, I would look like, what the hell? I don't know. I have to eat this kind of calories, this vitamin, this.
Yeah.
The guy was so strict, but when he take the shirt, you know why? The guy looked like,
It was
man, I
worth
can
it.
see your veins on the... What the hell? How much % of water you have in your body? I think maybe almost 0.
Well, like you said, it's desire and hunger, and it's like when people are in the zone and they want it, like that's the level you have to be
Some guys go to
at.
the stream for sure.
Yeah. What should people be looking out for? I know I saw a movie poster, Blow for Blow. I saw a chick. She looks ripped. Who's that?
She was a Greek friend of mine. Is my friend for 9 years or 10 years.
Wow.
And she was a phenomenal athlete. She went to acting school, this and that. And I always talk to her, man, you need to do films. Your physical ability is not normal.
Yeah.
And you look good in the camera. She's a great dancer. She's a great athlete. She's a personal trainer. Yeah. I was talking about one day I do a film. I will have to have you on the film because I think I can put you to do some amazing fight scenes. And she did. I got the movie. I wrote a character for you. Please come over. She was so tough in practice. She never told me that. She broke her foot.
Oh, wow.
And she never told me. She taped her foot. If the foot break, come for 5 days, did all his action, all this stuff.
Oh my God.
And she never told me.
Wow.
Because she didn't want to miss out the opportunity.
Wow.
And she said, man, later cut my foot off, but I'm not going to stop. I said, no, you'll get hurt. I stopped the movie, wait for you to get better. Don't worry. But she said, no, I can't. I have to do it.
Oh.
She's a warrior, man. She was.
Okay, so all of the young children of America, message of the day, no complaining, no chewing gum, no showing up late, and listen to your coach, your trainer, because he knows what he's talking about. So if you think you feel like you want to complain, don't. Get the job done. But also, we do have to be careful with injuries, mental health, nutrition. I mean, it's like there is a line. Like we have to have boundaries. So don't push yourself into the ground to the point of not being able to work. I think it is important to like let somebody know. If you're on set and injured, let someone know. But that is badass. That's really cool. Anything you'd like to tell the kids?
This movie I did for a reason. I did a film, Blow for Blow, because I want to do a message for kids. And base these movies, no blood, no curse, no nudity, nothing
Wow.
like that. It's a movie for kids can watch.
Cool.
And base the idea of the movie is about bullies, about kids. I believe 2 points is very important for bullies, for parents. Like sometimes watch your kids, who's around your kid. Because sometimes your kid is good, but he around some other kids who pushing him to be a bad kid.
Amen.
He is like a sponge. He's like don't wanna, you know what I mean? His environment come these kids bullying other people. He come a bully.
Yep.
But I think that's something. I think the parents have to watch who is around your kids.
Yeah.
To watch that because a lot of these kids, not bad kids, but they bullied other kids.
Yeah.
Because come like something cool to be around his friends.
Yeah.
The other problem I talking about this movie is about sometimes your kid is super protected by parents and they not used to be in environment with another kids. And the problem I see, sometimes the kids get intimidated to be around other kids. Right? He's on the comfort zone to be protecting the house and stuff like that. When he come outside this comfort zone, he go to a school, he see other kids and stuff, he get kind of intimidated. That's when the other bullies come or a target for them.
Right.
Because he's not used to be around the kids, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And the point I'm talking about in this film is put your kids to some martial arts school for many reasons, to learn how to socialize with other kids, to build confidence in the kids for he learn how to defend himself, learn how to be focused in discipline. Because all these elements are going to help them, not just inside the academy, but not to get bullied, it's for life in general. Because I think that's little 2 points is something, that's the reason I did this film for blow, because I want to give some points for parents to say, hey, man, that's going to happen, you like or not. Prepare your kid for life. And that's what the movie was. I want to do this film.
Thank you so much for saying that. Like, coming from my mom's dance studio, she was all about teamwork, working together, camaraderie, congratulating the other teams, you know, being a good sport, and if you do win, being humble, all of that. So I'm so grateful that you are spreading that message for the kids.
Thank you.
Gina from Little Miss Nasty is here! Egan, Gina would be amazing in one of your movies. Absolutely. Her and her squad, definitely.
What Gina do? I'm sorry.
They are, just like you, internationally known. They're on tour right now. They're alive.
Music.
Well, they're dancers, but also singers.
Oh, fantastic.
It's like a rock, metal, magic.
Fantastic.
Crazy, like,
let me know
insane.
your next show. I would love to come.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. You guys, do something today that makes you happy. Journal, incense, candles. Go take a class at the Academy of Beverly Hills with Rigan Machado or one of his amazing instructors. Jiu-jitsu is going to cleanse your soul, your body, your mind, and get you back in alignment with who you need to be. The best version of yourself. Rigan, thank you so much for being here. You're incredible. And I can't wait to have you back on to promote your next movie. Woo!